My crush thought I wasn't a girl's girl, but he had another thing coming. When I first met Nathaniel, I wasn't even looking for a relationship. My schedule was filled with Pilates classes, college lectures, time with my girls, and that's it. But me and my friend Isabella were at a steakhouse when we noticed we were surrounded by couples. That's when she popped the question. Hey, so would you ever date my brother? I laughed so hard I almost choked on my Aperol spritz. She showed me a photo and he was low-key fine shut. So I shrugged and responded with, sure, why not? To my surprise, me and her brother Nathaniel actually hit it off. We went on dates for a full 3 weeks, back to back to back. So when my roommates were hosting a movie night, I decided to invite him to see what they thought of him. Nathaniel met me at my dorm that Friday night, looking fine as hell in an outfit from Zara and Dior Sauvage that smelled insane. As we walked up the stairs, he was being his usual charming self, cracking jokes and making me ugly laugh. I remember thinking Isabella was right. Maybe this could actually be something real. When we walked into the living room, only Aurora was there, the owner of the apartment. We quickly said hi, and me and Nathaniel went to set up snacks in the kitchen before everyone else arrived. And that's when he asked me, why is Aurora in a wheelchair? I explained that she'd had a stroke as a baby, which left her wheelchair bound. So now the left side of her face slightly droopy. But despite everything life threw at her, she radiated this warmth that made everyone instantly love her. He nodded, and I thought that would be the end of it. But when we returned to the living room to greet my other friends who'd just arrived, Nathaniel froze in the doorway. At first I thought maybe he was just nervous meeting everyone, but then I noticed he was staring straight at Aurora. This look of almost excitement washed over him. I felt weird and uneasy. Before I could even ask if he was okay, he was already moving toward her. Well, hello there, beautiful, he said, his voice dropping into this creepy tone I'd never heard him use before. He leaned down, grabbed her wheelchair, and got way too close to her face. My roommate Cindy shot me a look as if to say, what the hell is he doing? But I was frozen, trying to process what was happening. I couldn't understand how he turned from a polite man who opened car doors for me to this absolute freak. Then it got worse, so much worse. He started running his finger along Aurora's paralyzed cheek, the droopy side, while telling her how unique and special she was. Aurora looked mortified, her eyes darting to me for help. The room was dead silent with shock. I finally snapped out of my shock and grabbed his arm, pulling him toward the hallway. What are you doing? I hissed, trying to keep my voice down. He barely looked at me, his eyes still locked on Aurora through the doorway. Is that your friend over there? He asked, practically salivating with desire. I've always wanted to do it with an R word, and she's so cute for one. My crush, this man I'd been falling for, just called my beautiful friend a slur and admitted he wanted to use her for his sick fetish. I was disgusted. The girl's girl in me went from zero to nuclear in about half a second. While he was still staring at Aurora like she was prey, I whipped out my iPhone and texted Isabella. Your brother is sexually harassing my disabled friend, get here now. Then I immediately added, bring your mom. Isabella's response was instant. What? Mom's already getting ready to leave. She said she's disappointed in her son. He had no idea what was coming. I shot a quick text to our roommate group chat. Keep this creep busy and away from Aurora. War is on the way, trust me. And the beautiful thing about having girls who get it, no questions asked. My friend Cindy immediately stood up and positioned herself between Nathaniel and Aurora. Kathy started loudly asking him about his major. Jess, accidentally, spilled her drink near him so he'd have to move back. He kept trying to get back to Aurora, getting more frustrated each time someone intercepted him. I just want to talk to her, he whined, not understanding why we'd formed a human shield. Aurora had wheeled herself behind the couch at this point, and I could see her hands shaking with anger. I kept thinking about how much shit he was about to be in, and I couldn't stop smiling with excitement. Boom! The door practically exploded open. Nathaniel's mom, Mrs. Beaumont, burst in like a warrior, except fully dressed in Lululemon, and Isabella was right behind her with her phone out recording. The look on Nathaniel's face when he saw his mom was pure panic. Nathaniel James Beaumont, his mom shouted at the top of her lungs. She stormed over and grabbed his ear like he was a child caught stealing cookies. What did you just say to this young woman? Mom, I can explain. It's not what it looks like, he stammered with embarrassment, but she twisted his ear harder. Isabella told me everything. You're disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. She turned to Aurora, her voice softening instantly. Sweetheart, I am so sorry. This is not how I raised him. Isabella started laughing at him and we all joined in, with Aurora laughing the loudest. It's been 10 years since then and Nathan's still single. He'll probably die alone.